Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo coming from Killary Fjord in County Mayo, Ireland. And it's been quite the drive, quite the beautiful drive, driving through here and seeing these. It looks very similar to the Highlands of Scotland when I was there, these rolling hills with the sheep. And we were coming along at one point, and there was a sign that said sheep in the road, and yeah, there was some sheep in the road. And so you just have to be careful. And you also have to be careful when you're driving on lanes that are one lane roads to slow down and cooperate with other drivers. But anyway, last night Laura and I stayed in Abbey Glen Castle, and the room that we had, in order to get in that room, we used a skeleton key. Is that not cool or what? But most of the places we've stayed on this jaunt through this beautiful Emerald Isle, we were given, the typical cards that you get now to get into hotel rooms. What we didn't learn in the first place was when you walk in, there's a little slot right inside the door. And what we didn't know until after, half an hour in the first place was if you don't put your card in that slot, you don't get power for the rest of the room. So you put it in there, and then you can turn on the switches. And like each outlet has a little switch that you can turn on. But if you don't put that card in that slot, you won't get any power in order to do what you want to do. Matter of fact, if you put it in there and you take it out, about 2 or 3 minutes later, all the lights will go out on you. Well, that got me thinking. Scripture is pretty clear that there are people who try to live this faith in their own power, by their own doing, by their own abilities, and those kinds of things. And they have all of the outward presentation, but they have none of the power to get things done. And I can tell you that sometimes I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I'm guilty of going through all the motions and doing all the things that I'm supposed to do, but not living by the power, the very power that created all of this and holds all of this in his hands, working through me. And as soon as I take that card out, guess what? Lights go out. Anyway, those are my thoughts as we've been traveling here through Ireland. Hope you enjoyed the scenery. Have a great week.